Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Starkside. While you're here, I do appreciate it if you support the channel by hitting that like button. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe as well as the notification bell. So today we'll be talking about the Marvel Legends Black Panther Wakanda Forever's Black Panther. So here we have the Black Panther in the new Marvel Legends windowless packaging. So at the front we get this nice digital render of the figure plus the Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie logo. At the top we get a logo of the Black Panther. At the side we get this additional digital render of the figure. And some nice concept art of Black Panther on the other side. At the back we don't get any bio of the character, but we do get some nice images of the accessories it comes with. And that's that. Alright, let's get the Black Panther out of the packaging. So here we have the Black Panther. Now before we talk about the figure itself, let's go over the accessories. So this figure doesn't come as part of a wave, so we don't get any Build-A-Figure piece here, but we do get two pairs of interchangeable hands. So this is kind of a bummer. I really wished Hasbro included more accessories with this figure. For example, maybe the vibranium gauntlets that she keeps with this suit. Maybe they could have added those as separate pieces instead of sculpting them in here on her arms. I think that would have been great. Anyway, the fisted hands look good. We get this solid black plastic for these and some nice gold paint apps here. You can also see some texturing there, so that's really nice. No complaints there. Same goes for the open claw hands. We do get some nice sculpted details here. However, I do want to point out that the material that they used for these open claw hands doesn't feel that solid or durable. The material feels very bendy, like the fingers here can easily get warped, or worse, they might break off. When you compare it with the open claw hands from other figures like T'Challa here, the plastic on this one feels much more solid, so you don't have to worry that much about breaking the fingers. So for those not familiar with the character, Princess Shuri is the younger sister of King T'Challa, the previous Black Panther, and is a tech genius, maybe smarter than Tony Stark himself. And after Chadwick Boseman died in real life, Marvel had to rewrite the movie for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and this involved Shuri taking on the mantle after King T'Challa dies from an undisclosed disease. So first things first here, I am not a big fan of the suit design. I'll explain that more later, but I do think this figure does an excellent job of being very film accurate. So looking closely at the head sculpt, I think this was done really well. I think this figure is one of the most film accurate pieces I have ever seen from Hasbro. So here we get all these sculpted details on the head sculpt and some excellent texturing on the helmet. The gold and silver paint apps are also done extremely well in my opinion, so this looks fantastic. So why did I say that I'm not a big fan of the suit design? So for me, I think this suit could have been better if all these details were a bit more subtle, you know? Don't get me wrong, I think this looks good, but personally for me, Black Panther suits would look more awesome if they were more subtle, sleeker, and a bit more simple in design, like an actual Black Panther, you know. Anyway, looking at the rest of the figure, I think this looks amazing, you know, so the rest of the figure is actually a bit more subtle in design, so I do like that a lot. We get all the sculpted lining here, and some extremely well done texturing. Really awesome. Gold and silver paint apps look fantastic, though I do wish the gold were slightly more saturated to set it apart from the silver. Arms also look good. Again, we get some more sculpted details and some more muted gold paint apps along the piece here. And I also want to point out that like with the open claw hands, the material around the bicep swivel here doesn't feel that durable. There's a chance you could break off the arms, so just be careful with that. Legs look fantastic as well. Again, awesome sculpted details. And the texturing all over this piece is just phenomenal, in my opinion. So overall, I think the sculpt and paint apps on this figure are amazing. Now let's go over the articulation for this figure. So Black Panther can look up that far, that looks good. And she can look down all the way as well. Her head does rotate. And we do get some nice neck pivot as well. Her shoulders move upward only that far, so that's less than 90 degrees. That's a bit of a bummer. But she can bend them down all the way, so that's good. Her shoulders do rotate 360. You do get some nice bicep swivel here. Double jointed elbows. Her wrists do rotate and move up and down, so this wrist articulation is the same for all her alternate hands. She has a diaphragm pivot that allows her to move sideways, bend forward, backwards, and rotate side to side. Her legs can kick forward very far and quite a bit backwards. Her hips move outward that far, that looks good. She has an upper thigh cut, pinless double jointed knees, so the elbows are also pinless. Her ankles move up and down, though I do wish her ankles could move upward a bit more. And she has ankle pivot as well. Now for some figure comparisons, here's the Black Panther next to some other Black Panther figures that I have. So we have T'Challa, Killmonger, and T'Chaka. And I think these look great side by side. And here's Black Panther next to her enemy and now ally, Namor. I do plan on making a stop motion film of these two fighting, maybe in the future. Anyway, so that's my review of the Marvel Legends Black Panther Wakanda Forever Black Panther. So despite the lack of accessories of this figure, I think this piece has an excellent sculpt, excellent paint apps, and a good amount of articulation. So I think this figure is great. And if you're wondering where I got this figure from CrimsonStar Collectibles. So if you want to check that out, there's a link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this figure. Let me know what you think of my review. Please leave a comment below. And if you like this video, I do appreciate it if you support the channel by hitting that like button. And if you still haven't, please hit that subscribe as well as the notification bell. You can also follow me on social media, links in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.